Hey guys, I'm here to get into a film called Bardo, a false chronicle of a handful of troops. It was released in the year 2022 by director Alejandro González Iñárritu, one of the greatest artists of the 21st century. I mean, he's only made groundbreaking work since the year 2000. That's where he started the most press. And I think this is actually my personal favorite film he's made to date because it kind of just feels like it's honing in on a lot of influence from everything he's made before. Like he's always explored a lot of melancholy in his 2000s perspectives, and his 2010s perspectives have evolved into something more ambitious. And then this kind of feels like it's his most ambitious project to date. Like Birdman and Revenant were particularly ambitious projects, and I feel like Iñárritu, I think he probably felt like he had like a superpower with Birdman, and I think Revenant he kind of made an epic in a big hurry, and it was a hyper exhausting process. So I think with Bardo, he decided to take almost a decade and just really just convey this uniquely dreamlike and poetic perspective at a very slow pace. And this is just a really subtle depiction of an episodic story, which just gradually brews into something about a feel-good nature and essence about its own realm of darkness in a lot of ways. And this is like one of the greatest films I've ever seen. I mean, Iñárritu is just an absolute genius at kind of just exploring a character who gradually finds clarity in something of a stressful spiritual journey. You can almost say by contrast, Birdman and Revenant are almost a darker expression of characters who kind of never fully find the sense of fulfillment that they might be seeking throughout their journey. But in this case, he kind of does seek fulfillment through his journey. He finds simplicity, and I think it's particularly powerful and meaningful the way that this film has a unique sense of looming warmth about it. And it's just, it looks at its own tragedy, and it just really feels like it's just at a deeply thought-provoking place of provoking uncertainty about maybe a person's fulfillment. But then a person kind of finds his fulfillment as he goes along this journey. It's like a very spiritual journey that he's on, and he kind of just finds unique shades of himself that he just has more love, and he just has love to give to the world. So he just kind of increasingly evolves the foundation of that in a lot of ways. Maybe what was making the magic of Birdman and the Revenant happen. This is almost just looking right at it. And Iñárritu is just completely genius. Just one amazing scene after another. This has very much a dreamlike perspective. This has, and this is just one of those films where, like, it looks at like any kind of life crisis a person might be facing. It just shows how a person is just okay in the end. Like through all that, it's a very epic and beautiful display of that. It's just to me one of the most perfect films I've ever seen. So I really recommend this one to anyone to check out. It's like it seems to be a hit or miss kind of landing project, but I mean, to me, this hits all right. It's strongly recommended.